Hello, and welcome to Powered Casual presents Hellscape Navigators. We were just talking about how chicken parm is not pizza.
Well, some of
No,
us
no, yeah, no,
What?
no, yeah.
collectively
Me,
we didn't come to a conclusion.
I think we did.
I think the conclusion we came to is that it's the KFC double down
Of
of
pizza.
pizza,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
sponsored by KFC.
Yeah.
Sponsored by KFC. If you want to sponsor the show, KFC. I mean, I eat at KFC every once in a while. I don't knock it.
I invite you to make a chicken
Sponsor
pizza.
us to not sponsor you.
KFC, make me a chicken parm bucket. Thank you.
Ooh.
Gross.
Now that it could be. I mean, the reality is not going to measure up to the commercial. I can almost guarantee it. But that actually sounds kind of nice now that I've said it. Anyway, we're gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you, Ark.
Right, we did it.
From Nantucket.
There it is.
Chicken parm from a bucket.
Game's over. That was the culmination
Bye, everyone.
of
Okay.
this year
Yeah,
plus
we've
of
peaked.
D&D.
This is it.
The end.
It was all just to get to that joke.
That was the true goal.
We got here.
Naoma just says, yes, this is what I needed. And
It just ascends to a higher plane. Just slowly floats off
Floats
into
off.
the sky.
Reaching into the bucket, pulling out a slice of chicken parm.
just reach into the parm bucket. All will be revealed.
Get a weird energy tonight.
We do.
Yeah,
We really
yeah,
do. It's oddly food based. Like I ate. I'm not full anymore. But here we are.
But what if chicken parm in a bucket? I'm just saying. I'm not hungry. What if chicken parm in a bucket?
Okay.
Whew.
Okay.
Pizza.
All right. So, I'm Ian. I'll be the DM for this evening. Next to me, we have Tom playing Naoma, who hopefully this episode will slowly ascend to a new higher plane of existence.
I just gotta find me that bucket of chicken parm.
Yeah, that's Naoma's goal every time, I think.
Yeah.
That's-
It is now.
Yep.
It was her secret goal previously. Now you all know about it. So
Well,
here we are.
there's no sense chasing it when we were in Avernus.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
you ain't gonna
wouldn't
get a
want to
chicken.
eat that anyways.
Yeah.
There's no chicken parm in Avernus.
No.
Actually, no, there's plenty
Yeah.
of chicken parm. There's no buckets.
Oh, it's just like
Yeah.
on the ground.
But the parm is
Pulling out
blood.
chicken parm.
It's like the scab thing. The scab
Oh,
versus chicken
no.
parm.
Oh,
All this time, we
oh.
just didn't realize it.
Oh yeah, like the giant. Yeah. The.
Yeah, there's a
around
giant chicken parm staring at us.
the
We were
bleeding
crawling
citadel.
around inside it.
Was an old chicken parm the whole time.
D&D got weird.
D&D got
Yep.
real weird.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I derailed the intro entirely.
no, you didn't, because we have Ark
This whole
playing
intro's
Echo.
been like this.
Hello, my name is Echo. I like chicken parm. I prefer it in a bucket. No utensils,
Oh.
just I use the spectral lion arms to just get in
Oh,
there,
that's
like,
good.
like
You keep
poo
your
in the
hands
honey
clean.
jar. In the,
Oh, yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. He just
See,
poo bears
I was-
anything he eats. Yeah.
I was just thinking it's a regular sized chicken parm, but in a big bucket.
No, it's all
And you
bucket
fill
of chicken
It's a
parm.
whole bucket of chicken
Yeah, it's
parm.
like catch of the day. It's brimming. It's
Just sliding around on top of each other a little bit.
The one at the bottom
The
is
bucket's just constantly overflowing.
so
Yeah.
soggy.
Yeah,
By the time you get down there.
Disgusting.
very smushed.
Yeah.
that's terrible. Okay, yeah. Anyway,
Below me, we have Brian playing Clyde.
Pizza.
And last but not least, the man who introduced chicken parm to this pregame conversation, Sean playing Thranton. Oh,
Like
can't
so.
hear you.
Muted.
Where's the chicken parm? Show us the chicken parm.
Oh, what's left of it? Here, hold on. Now, if I hold it like this, we've established that this is pizza.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
it is
definitely.
not.
Yep.
there's
It is not.
breading, then
No one
there's
established this.
cheese sauce. This not cheese
No.
sauce, the cheese and sauce. So it's pizza.
It doesn't have bread.
It's bread.
Just
No.
It's
The specific
sandwich.
kind of dough.
bread. It's bread.
Pizza. Yeah, that's why it's not. Because
That's-
pizza doesn't have bread.
I can't just drink my way
Made
through
out of
this. This has
dough.
to last me to intermission.
All right, we're going to break
wait.
because Daddy needs a refill.
We gotta make the DM more amenable to giving us a level.
It's true. It's true.
Oh,
Give us a level. We stop talking
Do we
about
get a level for
pizza.
this?
How
You can
much,
have mine.
how much chicken parm do you need to give us a level?
3 buckets.
How many buckets?
I'm not gonna lie, like chicken parm is something that I only have once in a while. And usually because like for whatever reason when I get it at one of those like chain Italian restaurants, like an Olive Garden grade situation. And it's just like it's not gonna be good. None of it's good. Like
Oh, we gotta make you some Wilson Bros chicken parm.
oh
now.
yeah, no, I would love chicken parm created by someone in an actual kitchen. Like not a microwave.
Made with love.
Like that would be
What
fine
about
with
a
me.
bucket
What kind of love?
full of
Hold on.
Well,
A bucket full of homemade chicken
an
parm.
overflowing bucket of chicken parm?
I mean, I'm not mad about that idea.
made with love, not with pizza.
Because it can't be. It's impossible.
All right, hold on.
Hey everybody!
Definition
Let's
of
move
pizza.
on.
Definition
Just
of
stopping
pizza.
chicken parm. Thank you, Tom.
Oh my god. I can't
Uh,
believe it's not Tom doing this.
Like, it's
That's how the infection works.
I've been
Yeah.
corrupted.
Yeah,
it's true.
I planted the seed, and now I just get to watch the chaos spread. It's great.
No, see? He just wants to watch the world burn.
Like a
Do
bad
not
chicken
imitate this
parm.
man.
We should just change the category over to just chatting.
Yeah, just food.
Chicken parm, a discourse.
There's a food category, right? Like there's got to be.
Probably.
Like,
Oh my god. We
Change
could
the
do new
category to
chains of
chicken
Twitch.
let's see.
Our
food.
channel is just discussions on what is and isn't different types of food.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
no.
is definitely a food and drink category. We could make this.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, that could be a show. You could make a
So
or yeah,
I'm
or a
gonna
whole
block
channel. If you
that
really
channel
want to.
as soon as it's created.
Food hit list.
So where were we last week or 2 weeks
Wait,
ago?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two
It's
weeks
been a minute.
ago.
There's been a
I
minute.
am now
Look at
Echo.
level.
It's me. I am Echo the Changeling Monk. Hello.
I'm
Yeah.
still Naoma, and I am still looking for chicken parm.
Okay.
I'm still
Alright, so-
Clyde, and I still want to cut off heads.
Yep.
I'm asleep.
One Mimir.
That is true. So yeah, what happened last week? What do you guys not? No, not last week. 2 weeks ago. Last week we took a little break.
Last week nothing happened.
Yeah.
We found a clearing, so we holed up for the night. In the middle of the night, these 2 big undead ogre zombies came in. I got really upset, and so I walked over and Hulk moded and just like smited the hell out of one of them. And then I walked back to my bedroll and passed out, and I couldn't wake up in the morning. And I think it was Echo and Clyde were able to like slice and dice the other one.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Slapped and
it.
chopped.
Yeah, everybody got a little piece of the other one, at the very least. But yeah, for the most part, one of them was just threatened with some massive divine smite
Well, and the holy weapon.
and the holy weapon,
Yep.
and and the rolls were good. So
We also
got-
found some Ryath root,
Oh, yeah, the
yes.
root.
Yes, you
I
did.
forgot about that.
You did indeed.
which I don't remember what that does.
It's fun. It's fun stuff.
It's like caffeine, right? That will mess with you if you take too much of it.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, it's
Hallucinogenic caffeine,
I mean, caffeine is a
maybe.
hallucinogen.
The
Sort
best
of.
kind. No, that's the cocaine.
That's just cocaine. Let's see.
Coca-Cola.
Right through. There we go. Yeah, what that does, if it is, just you're just eating it out of the ground, you can get. It is a stimulant. It is a like a caffeine esque
PCP.
thing. Yeah, it's like I hesitate to say like coca leaves because those do get made into cocaine. But if you just chew like a coca leaf, it's a stimulant. It's nice. But game terms, you get 2d4 temp hit points by eating a certain amount. If you eat more than that certain amount, you just can get poisoned straight up. It'll just poison you without any of the temp HP benefits. So that's under the normal situation. Thran, I remember, was talking about maybe like making it into a spice or working it into dishes to sort of boost the effects of his chef snacks, which will certainly stretch out the supply a lot more than the few roots where you guys were able to dig up. Which could be handy. And so we sort of come back to that clearing. Everybody's up and around camp. Musharib's up. You three are up. Clyde, Naoma, and Echo. Thranton is still sleeping. He's sort of responsive to the world. Like, Naoma, you were wafting various things near his trunk to try and wake him up. Some good, some bad. And it's not like he's in a coma, unresponsive. Like, there's, some reaction there. But Thranton, you are super tired. Like, more tired. Like, you exerted yourself last night, but, like, you're more tired than you expected after that. And just the limbs don't want to move, and you're just like, I don't care that it's daylight, sun's peeking down through the leaves onto my face, and just 5 more minutes.
Yeah, definitely. So
So how do we wake him up? He's never done this before. Any ideas?
What?
I don't know what slow heavy metal music is, but maybe that would help here. It sounds helpful.
I might be able to do that. Let me think about it for a minute. How would I?
You play a lute?
You need a metal instrument because it's metal.
Harps are kind of metal, right?
I rummaged through my meal kit and I find a knife and a fork and I start clapping them together. Yeah. Oh, I should roll to see how well I can keep a beat.
Yeah, give me a performance.
The performance?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 9.
You're not
really.
It's not the worst. Like, you're sort of able to keep in time, and then it slips down. You miss a beat, and so you just kind of keep going with this new beat for like a couple measures, and then you're somehow back to the original beat.
Comes back around. Reliable.
It's yeah. It's not constant or rhythmic in the normal sense of the word, but there's a beat in there.
Wait, what are we doing this for?
Trying to wake up Thranton.
Yeah, it's asleep. It's daylight. Daylight's burning.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy on myself and then start playing what I think is a metal song, and just like booming loud vocals. It's like Thranton.
That's the Trogdor song.
Yeah, it's just Trogdor, but everything is replaced by like Thranton and Elephant.
Brenton was the
An
guy.
elephant. Or yeah, Thranton was man. Nay, he was an elephant man. Or maybe he was just an elephant. But either way, he goes
still.
All right, give me a performance.
I try really hard to sing along, even though this is a song I've never heard because we're making it up on the spot.
Oh my god, I rolled a nat 1.
Oh.
It's a 12.
Okay.
It's like Happy Birthday, but nobody knows the words.
Yeah. So what you kind of end up doing is like you're singing the words like you were. So the words are coming out sort of as intended, but the music is not, what we would think of as Trogdor. Instead, it's just this really low, loud because of the thaumaturgy, like doom drone. Just holds it for like 30 seconds, just lets it ring, and then when it's finally droned out, give it another one. You're already on like the third verse, and then there's the second note. But it is super loud because of the thaumaturgy. But it's not it's not what you would call good.
The song finishes. If Thranton hasn't woken up, well, that wasn't what I expected to play, but it's just kind of what came out. That was weird, right?
I thought it was great.
Yes, it was weird.
Okay, I've never done that before. It was different.
We should perform together more often.
We'll keep practicing.
I don't think you should do that.
You had a very unorthodox style, but I appreciated it.
Yeah.
I did not.
I'm gonna see Thranton's still not woken up. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic as a ritual. So I'm gonna take 10 minutes to start casting Detect Magic.
Okay.
See if there's any sort of sleep spell.
Okay.
Or anything on him.
All right. So the 10 minutes goes by. During this time, Thranton, you're still asleep. Like you heard the music. It's hard to not hear it. You heard it. Didn't care for it. So just pretended it wasn't happening. When the 10 minutes is up and you cast the Detect Magic, no, there is no enchantments or nothing going on him that isn't always going on him. Like, any magic items that he's got, those show up like normal. His normal radiance kind of shows up. And on that, Thranton, as you're like in that sort of real early morning half sleep, half dream situation, you kind of hear a voice. Like everything's bright because of the sun coming down, and you see it through the eyelids. But it kind of feels for a second like behind your eyelids it gets brighter, and you hear a voice. But you don't quite recognize the voice. Just say, there. In your head.
Am I able to respond to it?
Yeah.
Where?
You don't get a reply. But you can wake up whenever you'd like. You're still tired, you're still groggy, you're still sleepy. You may even be exhausted. But you can wake up if you choose.
I'm going to walk up to Naoma. And I'm going to say, is he dying?
I I don't think he is. I haven't made a medicine. I haven't looked him over though. I mean, there's no magic on him. He seems to be breathing okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna make him start like inspecting him and like checking his pulse and doing stuff like that.
Okay.
And I'm going to say,
go ahead.
I was going to say, if it'll save his life if it'll save his life to remove his head, let me know.
Is that
What
I
a
don't think
real
that'll
friend.
work, but I'll keep it in mind. Thank you for the offer.
In my head, I'm gonna keep trying to talk to this voice and be like, who was that?
you're not getting a reply?
Okay. So, in an effort to try and see who said it, I'm gonna roll over, but I'm physically gonna roll over in the real world. So like instead of being flopped on my stomach now, I'm gonna roll over onto my back, just like unprompted, no one else, just out of the blue, just like looks like a fucking zombie, just flop.
Okay. Naoma, give me that medicine check.
Right. 13.
Okay. So you start with the prelim exam, start looking him over, seeing his chest rise and fall, and then he does that, like halfway through.
I pull a sword out.
He's not dying. No, you don't need. No, you're stop. Stop.
I'm ready to save his life.
Thran, we really need you to wake up. We can't leave you here. We're kind of just sitting out in the open in the jungle.
At that, I'm gonna like pop up into a sitting position, and I'm gonna see Clyde standing there with his sword out, and I'm gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
I was going to save your life.
From what?
I don't know. Whatever it is that's troubling you.
With your sword, huh?
Yeah. I thought maybe removing your head would work.
You see me behind him? I've got my hands up like I'm ready to catch the sword if he goes to like bring it back. Just
How about you go think about what you just said over by the tree line? How about you just take 5, you go hang out over there for a second, and just think about the repercussions of your actions.
Okay.
And I'm going to talk to him and be like, so why was he about to cut my head off?
You've been asleep for a really long time.
Didn't want to do that.
I mean, yeah, we all slept because we did the thing, and then we stopped for the night, and then we fought the ogres, and then we slept.
How long have we've all been up for a few hours at this point, right?
Yeah, everybody's been up for at least an hour. Clyde's obviously been up for longer. And Clyde, with your 12 intelligence, you can see why he might be a little bit concerned about any potential stabbing or slashing.
Yeah. I'll have to look back into my medical knowledge.
She's like, yeah. I mean, we've already woken up. You've been sleeping for like, an extra couple hours after everyone else.
Huh, weird. Normally I'm up earlier than everybody so I can prepare food.
That's why I thought it was kind of weird. We've been trying to wake you, but
oh really? Did anybody
you've been unresponsive?
Did anybody say anything? Because I thought I heard a voice.
I sang a song to try to wake you up very loudly.
Oh, I definitely
It
heard
wasn't a
that.
very good song.
Don't do that again.
Yeah, it didn't really work out. I was trying something new. Echo kind of suggested something, so I went with that. And
Don't blame Echo.
It was definitely new.
But blame, it was beautiful. What we
Echo's
made
like
was
never
great.
heard music, really.
Yeah, yeah, this is perfect. Like this is just yep.
And I'll just be like, all right, well, I thought I heard something weird, but whatever. I'll just sort of shake it off and brush myself off from the dirt that's on the ground and stand up and check myself out. I'm not dizzy or anything, right?
No, not you're not dizzy. You are exhausted. Like you have
Okay.
one level of exhaustion.
Okay.
While you did regain any hit points and you got all your spell slots and such back from your rest. So very good there. But yeah, you're you're awake, you're healthy, but you're just feeling wiped. One of those mornings.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I slept all that much. Are you sure that you guys just didn't get up super early?
Look up at the sky, see about where the sun is. Be like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all rested.
I always meditate for exactly 4 hours.
Yeah, it's a good point, man. The sun is pretty high up in the sky. It is almost noon. Okay. I'll look over at Mushri and be like, have you seen this happen to anybody before? Does anybody sort of like get real tired? Like, is this a thing that happens out here? Did I get stung by a mosquito or something?
Well, there are definitely some diseases and such that can get somebody for sure. But I don't know. This doesn't seem like shivering sickness or mad monkey fever or any of the big uns that are down that you normally see. The common jungle ailments. So it seems fine. Though, are you glowing?
What?
Is Thranton glowing?
And yeah, as after he's up and walking around, even though the detect magic is still technically going on, you still don't sense any magical anything. But yeah, Thranton, despite his exhaustion, is emanating a small amount of light. He's got a glow.
And I'll look at my hands and I don't see it because I'm like in direct sunlight. So I'm gonna run over to the tree line and like try and get in the shade so I can hopefully see it a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you look at your arms and you're glowing.
What the hell?
Why is he making light now?
And Naoma's the most castery person that I know, so I'll look straight to her and be like, "Tell me what's going on, man. I don't know."
There's no magic happening. My only guess is it could maybe it's a blessing from the spirits or some other deity.
Naoma, come here. I want to see if you're glowing.
I'll walk over into the shadows as well.
I look at my own hands too.
Is Naoma glowing?
Naoma is not glowing.
Okay, so that confirms that it's not the raptor meat. So I didn't make like
the radioactive raptor meat.
I didn't make magical meat. Okay, well, guess we'll just sort of go with it and see what happens.
Yeah, well, we'll be able to find you at night pretty easy in case we get lost.
So will everybody else.
Yeah, that's not great for us camping and all that, but I guess it's not that big of a deal because I don't stealth all that much.
I do.
It's true. It's true.
Can confirm.
Who said that?
And I'd like everyone to go
Do I
ahead.
have passive stealth now? So like, if your passive perception isn't high enough, you just can't see me unless I
Can't
move.
perceive Clyde.
Yeah, see, no, because like if we're calculating passive stealth the way you calculate the other passive abilities, where you just take your ability score for that skill plus 10, no. Like
I don't see what's wrong with that.
like yeah, this is outdated and I think it would be at least a 17. Yeah, I don't think that's right anymore. I think it's higher than that now. Anyway,
Probably like a 20 something.
probably just cuz just better than most rolls. But on the notion of passive perception, let's see. Like Naoma and Clyde, while this is happening, while you guys are trying to figure out what's up with Thranton, you hear somebody coming through the jungle towards the camp.
Being right next to Thranton, I'm just going to look up to him. There's someone here.
I stealth.
Echo never came over to me, right?
No.
Okay. As soon as I hear there's someone here, I'm gonna cast Warding Bond on myself and Naoma. No sorcery shenanigans because there's no one else nearby.
And because of what happened the previous night, I am going to try to detect undead.
Okay.
Eyes of the grave.
And when you do that, no undead on the radar.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just mention to Thranton. It's not undead. Can we tell the direction that it was coming from?
Go ahead and give me some active perception checks now that you're listening. And yeah, for the record, Clyde's passive stealth would be 22, and that's no.
I think that works.
26.
Ooh, okay. Right. Okay. So with that, yeah, you guys are able to hear that they are coming from. They're not coming from the same direction that the ogre zombies came last night. They're coming from a different jungle-ward direction. And it sounds like several people, from what you can hear, and they're not like charging through the jungle, but there doesn't sound like they're really making any effort to keep quiet either.
I have an over the table question. The snake people, what are they called? Yuan T or something like that?
Yep.
Are they humanoid?
Generally, yes.
Okay.
I thought they were like snake bottom, human top, like Nagas.
Right, but I mean, in D&D
depends.
world, I want to know if they're okay. I want to use Divine Sense.
Okay.
So as an action, you can detect good and evil, anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay. And let's see. Just want to look at a thing here real quick.
I don't think that they're like celestial, but I wasn't sure if they were like fiendish in some way.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, no, you're not picking up anything like that.
Okay. So yeah, I'll hold my hands up to my head for a second and be like, I don't sense anything expressly evil. So I don't know. Let's get away from the tree line and let's get back to the clearing so we can sort of have an idea where they're coming from. And I'll head back to where we were set up in the center, and I'll sort of wave to Echo and Musharib and where I think Clyde was to come and join us.
I move over. As I run over, I take the form of a tabaxi because that just seems like a good idea, and wheel around, get in a fighting stance, and start looking around.
Okay.
I want to start sneaking around to see if I can see who it is coming towards us.
Okay, so like sneaking into the jungle a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you got a 23 on your stealth. Okay. So yeah, you're able to do that. And let's see. Yeah, no, they do not spot you. You see, a little bit before everybody else, as they're nearing the edge of the clearing, you see 6 heavily armed humans, and then a 7th less heavily armed human, just walking through the jungle. They don't have weapons out or anything, but they all have like great swords and crossbows and such. Like they're clearly well armed for walking around the jungle. And yeah, and they're not making any real attempts to like hide, but they're not chasing after you guys or anything like that by their posture.
Can I start stalking the least equipped one?
Yes. Go ahead and give me another stealth check as you angle around.
Okay.
There's a chance it's gonna be a 1, like.
Not this time. 21.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you're able to shift position and start tailing the less armored one. And after a minute, they enter the clearing, and they kind of fan out. And now that they're in the clearing and you can all see them, they're not wearing like a uniform per se. They do look like a bunch of mercenaries, but they do all have a badge or some sort of iconography about them that is a flaming fist, either on a badge or a shield or what have you. And
Can I do a religion check? Because I feel like I might know that symbol.
okay, yeah, go right ahead.
13.
Okay. Well, the fist is a really common thing, symbol. There we go. That's the word. The flaming fist isn't really ringing any bells. You're thinking that might not actually be a religious symbol. It may just be the symbol for whatever group it happens to be.
I'm gonna lean over to Naoma and be like, I think this is the Boros Legionnaires.
The who?
Iron Fist?
No, don't worry about it.
I'll sort of step out from behind Thranton as they come into the clearing and be like, excuse me, who are you folk?
And the one sort of in the center of this fan, one of the heavily armed dudes, will just kind of call out and be like, "We're a scouting party for the Flaming Fist.
I was wrong.
Do you have your charter of exploration?" He asks in a very, "Do you have a permit for that?" tone.
I'm gonna immediately look at Musharib. Do we?
And Musharib will be like, "No.
Is that the contract that Gilda wrote?
No, that's different. That's different."
Oh, because that's in hell right now, I think.
No, she gave it to me.
Naoma has that actually. Yeah.
Good.
I'm sorry. Who? I'm not familiar with the Flaming Fist. Who are you again?
You must be new. The Flaming Fist is law and order on this peninsula, in this jungle.
I gotta stop you right there. What if you are the ones who are new?
And he'll be like,
I too have experienced newness, and it's very confusing.
What?
I'm going to turn to Musharib and be like, do we need a permit to be here? Do you know, are these people legit?
And he'll kind of like under his breath, he'll just be like, I mean, they got swords, so I mean, they're as legit as they want to be, but I mean, like, they don't actually own the jungle or anything like that, but they do like to do this exact thing.
I
Got it.
plant my paddle on the ground and look at it, and I'm like, I should have picked a sword.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, Mr. Fist.
Fist.
It's Dave. Dave Fist, thank you very much.
Fister.
Well, okay. Well, Mr. Dave Fist, it's very nice to meet you. I am Arcaneoma. We are here we're headed far south. We will be out of this neck of the woods as soon as we can get in our boats. So if you would permit us to continue on, we will head down to Camp Vengeance, and then you will never see or hear from us again, hopefully, because we will never return to this area.
That's fine if you have your charter of exploration. Do you or do you not have one?
At this point, I'll say, like, so who determines that you need a charter?
We do.
So you determine that we need a charter.
Yeah. Yeah, we
So
determine that a group has been properly equipped and guided and is ready for the rigors of going through the Chelton jungle without an armed flaming fist escort.
Oh, it's perfect that you're here then. Come on over and you can give us a charter right now.
Oh no. That's not how it works. You got to get the charter back at Fort Belurian. That's where you got to do the paperwork. You got to do it right. And
so
for those
how far?
For those of you who remember, because I knew this is your question, Fort Belurian was where you guys were going to originally meet Kawasha. It's actually north of Port Nyanzaru, so it's like a week in the opposite direction.
So it's a week. So it's roughly a week away from here, yeah? Like a week's travel?
Yeah, just about.
And so we've been out here for a week. We're clearly still alive. We're clearly well equipped for this.
And you clearly don't have a permit.
I'm sorry. Under whose orders do you work?
I work under the Flaming Fist Blaze Liara Portier, who answers directly to Duke Ulder Ravengard, and it is by that express permit that the Flaming Fist out of Baldur's Gate has express jurisdiction over the peninsula of Chult.
Oh,
Baldur's
so
Gate.
are you from Baldur's Gate originally?
Yes, I am.
Well, then you must be familiar with Commander Quell of the Order of the Gauntlet.
Never heard of him.
Oh, well, that's really unfortunate because we're under direct orders from him to be here doing this.
Is
and so if
he
you are
in
going
the Flaming Fist?
No, he is in a what?
He's in a much more prestigious organization.
Yeah, I was going to say, would I know how would I have any idea of like Order of the Gauntlet, Flaming Fist? Like,
go ahead and give me a history check.
I've already blurted out that they're better.
That's a 20.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, you know.
Is it a nat 20?
Because you guys have, you in particular, you have spent some time in the Baldur's Gate El Terrell region. El Terrell is the nearest big city to Baldur's Gate up in that region of the Sword Coast. So the Flaming Fist definitely has a presence up there for sure. They are a mercenary company through and through. They are armed soldiers for hire. They do generally make up most of the guard in Baldur's Gate. They're just paid to be the guards, like private security. And yeah, you know that they have almost nothing to do with the Order of the Gauntlet. And the two groups often don't see eye to eye.
Okay. Well, Mr. Fist, if you do not let us continue, I'm afraid you might start, let's say, a provocation between the Order of the Gauntlet and the Flaming Fists, which I'm sure that your superiors would not be happy about.
Are any of you in the Order of the Gauntlet?
We've been deputized into it, yeah.
I don't think it works that way.
I mean, are you part of the Order of the Gauntlet?
No, I'm a member of the.
Then how would you know?
Because...
Would you like me to summon Commander Quell Halas here?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Okay. Right, I'm going to cast Sending.
Okay. Okay.
And contact Quell.
Okay.
Like, hi, Quell. It's Naoma. We're running into
it's me, your boy.
an issue with the Flaming Fist down here. A little help clearing up this misunderstanding would be appreciated.
Okay.
Did you send him an email?
Yep.
Yours truly, sincerely, Arcanaoma.
She totally has like My Chemical Romance lyrics in her signature.
Yeah.
It's great.
So
it's the Black Parade.
Yeah.
So there's a moment's delay, but you do get a reply. And the reply is, I am busy. Deal with it.
Well, I
very
guess
very clearly is not using all of the space available in the message field.
So I'm gonna pause and act like he's still talking.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Great. He said he will be here in about 6 hours if you're willing to wait.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the guy
21.
talking.
Okay. Okay. So he'll just... Alright, so it'll be like 6 hours, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a little preoccupied dealing with some problems back in the Baldur's Gate area, but he will be here when he's free.
Real problems.
And I'll be like, okay, all right, so 6 hours. Yeah, what we'll do then is we'll just confiscate some of your equipment until this Quell shows up, whoever he is.
So wait, let me understand this.
Yeah.
You think that we're ill-equipped to be out here.
Uh-huh.
So to resolve this situation, you're going to take away some of our stuff? I don't think that's going to happen, and I would like to do an intimidation check.
Okay. Gimme.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
Wow.
With the blood dice.
Oh.
With the whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop.
Oh, no.
So it's a 26.
Okay. So... Well, I'll see what he gets. I don't think his... I'll see what he gets. Ooh, he rolled well, but he did not beat a nat 20. Like,
to be fair,
yeah.
It was a D&D Beyond roll, but it was a pretty bad roll. It like went and flopped onto the 20 and just sat there. It didn't roll or nothing. It just what?
Thank you.
It's like that. It's like that dice is sticky, which makes it worse.
It's sticky. It's so good.
The Sanguine dice set available on D&D Beyond with the purchase of. I forget what book you get that with. I think it's like Ben Richten's guide or something like that. I don't remember, but it's if you want it, it's right there on the screen, and it makes a gross squelching noise whenever you roll.
It's really gross.
So
one out of three of us enjoy it.
Yep. I mean, it's got a time and place. So, okay, so with that, the knight will be like, okay, I can see it. I can see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying. I get it. And he'll like ease up a little bit, but still being very bro about the entire situation. And it's just like, you know, I think we're gonna continue our patrol. And let's just say I'd better not see you without a permit again.
I agree. Let's just say I better not see you again.
With a permit.
No, just in general.
Without a permit.
Just in general. You can go now.
Hope this Quell's happy when he shows up in 6 hours and we're gone.
Oh, we'll just call him again.
He'll just like signal everybody to want to go into the woods.
Hi, Mr.
Can I kill
Quell.
one just for fun?
It's me, Naoma. We've resolved the situation, and you don't need to make the trek down here. Thank you very much. I don't actually cast sending. I just like fake doing it. And...
Go ahead and give me another deception, just for fun.
18.
Okay, yeah, solid. Got like one of those weird little. It's not a fruit fly. It's just one of those weird buzzy flies that just corkscrews everywhere. Anyway, okay, so they disperse off into the woods. Clyde, you see them. I'm assuming you're gonna tail them for a minute.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see that they don't. They honestly just continue going down some trails, and they don't circle back around or do anything misguided.
Sweet. Then I'll stealth my way back to the main group.
All right. So when you get back, Thranton, you're still glowing.
Did they notice is it noticeable from a distance?
Depends on where you're standing, like you suggested before. If you're in the shade or under a cloud or something, yeah, from a distance you can notice. But if you're standing in like a sunbeam already, just looks like you got a nice glow about you. Got the right amount of sun.
Okay.
That's good. It's good thing. It's a good thing the flaming lips let us go.
I'm pretty sure it was a fist. And I'll look around at the other two. Did I say it wrong a bunch of times?
If you did, that's a superpower move.
I think that contributed to it. I think they know that their racket isn't gonna fly here.
Hopefully, we don't run into them again.
Should we stay here?
Away... Oh, say that again.
Should we stay here for when Quell gets here?
No.
He's not going to come.
Oh, okay. I want to see him again.
I miss that guy.
And as you guys are sort of starting to mill back around camp, maybe starting to pack up, what have you, Thranton, you notice your glow diminish. You start to just come back to your normal skin luminescence.
Can I? So it didn't seem to be magical.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have any kind of check that I could do to try and figure that out. Oh, okay. That sucks.
Let's see here.
I'm gonna run just towards the edge of the clearing real quick where those guys were, like where they wandered off.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to the edge of the clearing. Does my glow go up at all?
Not really. No.
Fuck. Okay. All right. I'll head back to the rest of the group and just hanging out. And just like start packing up the tents and or packing up the nets, and I'll start prepping some quick basic food. Like I don't want to spend a lot of time here, so I'm just going to hand out some of the raptor meat to everybody.
Okay.
Cool. While you're doing that, I'm going to cast Aid on everyone again. So everyone's hit points, maximum hit points goes up by 5.
Sick.
And your current hit points also go up by 5. So you gain 5 total.
Okay.
And so before I'm sorry,
go ahead.
Before we head out, I'll hand out the chef snacks real quick too. Features. So I get to hand out 4 of them. So each of us, just not Musharib, unfortunately.
You don't need it.
Am I reading the right one? No, I'm reading the wrong one. Proceed. I'll find the thing and I'll give everybody the thing.
Okay. So as this is going, as Thranton, as you're getting ready to pass out the food for the day, all 4 of you are just suddenly, you feel like you should look skyward. You just get like a feel. Does everybody
look up.
so?
I'll look up.
Yeah, I'll do it immediately.
Okay. And at first you think that you're just, for whatever reason, why am I looking at the sun? But you realize the sun's actually over in this direction, over here. And you guys are looking at this glowing brightness that is definitely descending
Fight stance.
towards you guys.
Is the moon falling on us?
Does it look like the eye from Elturel or the whatever it was called?
Oh,
Guardian.
The
Guardian?
Guardian, the companion.
The
There we go.
Companion.
No, it does not. It doesn't look like an actual ball.
Got it.
But just like a, like that round halo glow that a light source tends to give off when you look at it.
How long has it been since the guys walked away?
At this point, maybe it's been about a half hour.
Half hour? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, all 4 of us get 4 temporary hit points, by the way.
Or more?
I have
more.
given my snack
No,
to
so-
Musharib.
In addition to the temp, in addition to what I gave you, so you shouldn't get temp from my thing. You should get max HP and then temp HP from Ran.
Get that stack.
Wow.
And as it gets closer, it's definitely descending to the clearing.
I really hope this is not Quell.
Oh no.
And
I bring my arms out, but I'm respectful about it.
And after a minute, it comes in. You can actually sort of see there is definitely something giving off a radiance, and in the middle, you see a humanoid figure coming down towards the clearing. And as you get closer, you see some wings and some big arms. Some horns. Tractor with horns. Get one beefy arm. Yeah, that's good.
Is it a lion?
Consummate
Maleficus.
V's. V's. On the back. It's consummate V's with a T. No, the
Consummate
and-
beast. I said consummate.
That's actually a really good strong bet.
I try. I have some gifts, and and yes, Clyde. It does have a lion's face.
Maleficus!
Oh boy.
And
High five.
and it doesn't come down. It stops maybe like 20 feet above the clearing. So it is too high for a high five. But it'll
I
hold
start
up.
jumping.
Too slow.
It'll hold up a paw, and then let the paw down. And it will.
Hold on. I'm gonna do an acrobatics.
Let's see.
I'm gonna assist with and I'm gonna see if I can help throw him up there.
Just fastball
Okay.
special, a
Yeah.
high five.
Oh, high
Oh,
five.
okay.
The important things.
Okay, yeah, give me an athletics check for the throw. Why not? Let's just do this. We're here.
Athletics check for this. Athletics check.
Yep, and we got the 22 for the shot.
Better an 18 for the shot put.
Okay. So yeah, no, with
Total
that,
of 40.
you're able to give him a good upward boost, and then he's able to spring off, and you're able to close that distance and plant. Just get that. It's perfect.
Does it make a shockwave? Is it like,
Yeah.
whoa?
Yeah, kind of like there's like it's the most satisfying high five you have ever felt, and all the
Wow.
three of you
All right.
can kind of like feel it. Like you felt like you high fived
Mm.
as well.
Mhm.
Wow.
And
Sweet.
then and Clyde, you continue your arc and you land.
I was gonna say, as he's falling 20 feet up, I'm gonna cast Featherfall on him.
Nice.
Sweet. And I'm gonna do a couple of somersaults. Like
Why-
after
yeah.
the high five, I'm just gonna somersault my way down.
Why not?
And now that you've got Featherfall, you can just Sonic spin your way down.
Yeah, that's basically what it's gonna look like.
And then just land.
Yeah, because you don't know I'm casting Featherfall on you, so you tumble, and then you tumble, and then you
I just-
tumble, and you're like,
Just lean into it after a
It
minute.
just
Yeah.
keeps spinning. Yeah.
And Maleficus, for indeed, this is the Maleficus that left you all in El Terrell after it came back to the surface. And it will look at each of you in turn, and it'll linger on Thranton for a moment. And Thranton, you'll hear that voice in your head again. Now, absolutely recognizable as Maleficus, and it'll just say, "There."
Oh, yeah, the thing with the. Okay.
And then it'll turn
Where?
it. And then he'll finally turn his gaze to Echo, and just lock eyes with Echo.
I stare back.
And it'll. I keep saying it. Maleficus is a dude. Maleficus will extend a paw out, palm up.
You didn't forget me. Well, okay. I walk towards him and slowly start taking the form of a lion man.
And yeah, as Echo walks forward, like it becomes, Maleficus again. And as you get closer, you match Maleficus perfectly, as you know you could do. But as you get closer, you take on a slightly translucent jade hue.
Okay. I say that, like, Dad, you came back for me, and to this, Maleficus would probably shake his head, and then I kind of furrow my brow and say, "Brother." And suddenly my appearance takes on the form of a lion that looks not unlike Maleficus, but definitely not Maleficus. Like, a different pattern, like the horns work in a different way. They're not that slicked back orientation. The mane is longer and better kept. Big shoulder pauldrons. and I try to see, like, is he coming to meet me?
No,
Oh,
but
I stand under him and look up.
But yeah, as you get closer, the radiant glow that surrounds angelic Maleficus with his tousled yet somehow perfect mane. You actually, Echo, notice that you are not bound to the ground by gravity anymore.
I start walking as if on stairs to meet him.
Yep.
Nice. I just go in for a big lion hug.
And you get it back.
Aw. And then I step back and say, have you come back for me? You didn't mean to leave me? I turn around and look back to the party and say, well, I guess I gotta go.
What?
Wait,
What's happening?
I gotta go. I'm being called back to be at my brother's side. We're gonna go make things right. I have a good feeling about this.
I can't hear you, Sean.
Sean's muted.
Point of order. I'm real glad that you guys got a brotherly thing going on because Malefica said a real thing about that. But we kind of need you, Echo. I don't. I'll look at Maleficus and be like, what's the plan here, man?
Maleficus, can you give them a blessing of some kind to make it so that they can get along without me? I do feel really bad leaving them out in the woods like this.
And Maleficus will raise a palm to you, Echo, in that high five position.
I go in for it.
Okay. Boom. Same. Another perfect clap.
I cry.
And
Maleficus become the saint of high fives.
I think so. Patron saint of good high fives.
Yeah, Saint Maleficus, patron saint of five lives. Yes, I'm gonna have to figure out what blessing you all receive. But yes, like similar to how you felt when Clyde landed that perfect high five the first time, you do feel like a thrum within you, each of you. I do.
What's
What are you-
happening?
I'm starting to feel like I shouldn't have used Smite.
The blessing of high fives? Oh, okay, I see. Gotcha. I've received a message from on high.
Might have even heard it through his headphones, but it was a secret.
Hard to say.
What?
And I'll tell you what that blessing is in a moment. But you do all feel a rejuvenation. Thranton, in particular, your level of exhaustion is gone.
Oh, okay, good.
That's the blessing. With friends benefits, we all do.
Here's hangovers.
And
Good high five. That's a
Good
solid
high
high five.
next time you have a hangover, high five someone. You're not going to feel like you want to. But give it a shot.
It'll help.
Patron saint of high fives and greasy foods.
I'd worship that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd worship.
I'd take that. And Maleficus will look at you, Echo, and you get, and he'll start to turn skyward.
I will turn around. I'll wave to everybody. Say goodbye. Go join my brother in the sky. That big old lion kingdom in the sky.
As
Mufasa
they,
in the sky.
yeah, as they go, I'll be like,
In the
remember
sky."
who you are.
Yes, you are my brother.
Remember.
Ooh, you.
There were elephants in that movie.
There were.
Where? That's true.
There were.
It's just
There
Pride
weren't any
Rock. That's what
elves.
the kingdom was.
I'll turn and look at the rest
So-
of the group and be like, that.
The rest of the group,
Yep.
the two of us.
And Musharib.
What
Yeah,
happened to Echo?
Musharib is just
That's weird,
standing
right?
there going like,
What the fuck?
what the fuck?
We have some things to catch you up on, Musharib, but that was very unexpected. I guess we keep.
Just,
what do we do? We can't do. I guess we have to go on without them.
I guess. I mean, what else are we gonna do? We can't turn back.
Yeah, we still need to stop Kano Kelly.
So are they just they're just gone, or are they still floating away?
They're floating away, but yeah, they're up there at this point, and they'll soon vanish from sight.
Are they outside of earshot now, or does Maleficus have like super hearing?
Well, they're certainly out of the range of normal hearing. Yes.
Okay.
They can't hear you, but I can.
divine hearing.
That is a threat.
No, I'd just be like, I'm just gonna give like a bay, like, what the fuck?
All right. And I think with that,
You maniacs!
You killed them.
and I think with that,
Blew it up all along.
two things. First and foremost, we are going to take a break, so we'll be back in a few minutes. And second most, as my final gift as your DM, that buff, that bonus, that divine boom, level up to level 13.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I'm so confused. What
I
is
know what's happening.
right
I know what's happening.
Well,
I
And,
figured it out.
now? I was not prepared to be leveling.
and
that's okay. You got a break to figure it
yeah,
out. You got a whole
you got a whole
10
few
minutes.
minutes, and with D&D
Well,
Beyond,
9,
it's
10 minutes.
possible.
Never been easier.
Yep, never been easier.
No, I'm
But yeah,
not prepared for this.
good. We will be back in just a couple minutes. Please stay with us. See you in a few.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back from the break. I am Arik. I am the DM now. And these are all my friends. We're playing D&D.
Look at me.
Are we playing D&D?
I have the team.
Actually, I've got to change the game, but we're gonna play Paranoia.
I feel like I'm having a panic attack. I don't feel like I'm playing D&D.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. This will be fine. I'm a good DM.
I get to be blue.
You're in the wrong spot.
No, this is the right spot. This is where I was born to be. So anyway, there is a silence. Like the noise of the jungle actually quiets down. Like you notice that like all the animals and all the bugs that had been making noise to this point just shut the heck up. Yeah, for a moment you're standing here in the jungle. Musharib is still horrified and probably a little in awe at what he's just witnessed, honestly, because what a magnificent creature Maleficus was. Is. Still is somewhere.
Is and
What
always
is
will
that
be.
blanked out character over there?
We'll find out eventually.
That's a special character that will help us in the future. All right, so yeah.
Yeah, so as that goes away, seeing the look on Musharib's face, I'm gonna be like, yeah, so let me tell you all about what happened to us previously, and then I'll just like pull him aside and like give him a long and like overly detailed breakdown of going into Avernus.
Yeah, as you're pulling him away, I'd be like, I don't know if you could do all about.
So if this was a TV show, it'd be our cheap ass clip show of all our prior adventures together.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the recap episode.
Yeah.
There's 1,000-yard stare. Like he doesn't respond. Like, what's your spell save modifier? Like, what's your spell save actually?
My spell save is 17. Well, 17 for cleric, 15 for bard.
Okay. Right.
And yeah, so at the end I'm like, yeah, and so after we convinced Archduke Zariel to change her ways and start fighting for good again, she took Maleficus, who had drawn her sword previously, under her wing, and then they literally flew off into the sun, and Maleficus left Echo behind, and then Echo and us came to Chult, and then we met you.
Okay, that's great.
It is pretty great, although I'm a little confused as to why he came back now. He said something about needing to correct mistakes, but I don't know what or fix things. I think he said fix things, right? Make things right. I don't.
Make things right.
He said some words that I'm a little confused about.
Did say some words.
He was always kind of cryptic in a weird way.
Okay, well, I mean, we all have friends like that, I guess. You know, we should really get going. And Musharib just kind of like adjusts his explorer's pack and just kind of like walks very determinedly in a direction.
We have the boats.
That's a good call. He had been walking away from the boats, so he actually wheels around, comes to meet you, and then just keeps walking in that direction without making eye contact.
Into the river.
No, he eventually walks into one of the boats and has a seat.
Well, now I guess we're going to have 2 people per boat.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
unless some rando walks in right now and rows the other boat.
Clyde, are you strong enough to row that other boat?
Yes.
All right, so you're going to have to go with Musharib, and Naomi and I will stick with this other one like we've been doing.
Okay.
All right. You go about your business. Okay. Don't worry about it. As you're getting ready, as you're getting the boats ready, you suddenly hear something crashing down from the canopy. The thick forest cover is being just utterly shattered by something falling through it in a meteoric fashion. And suddenly there's an enormous splash right in the river. And a person surfaces.
Yeah, I'm already walking up, shield and hammer ready.
Yeah, you
I'm trying to
guys.
Mushroom and be like, do people fall from the sky here a lot?
I'm gonna chop his head off.
Ian, I'm gonna have you make a dex save.
Okay, for which part? My landing.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, not only do you hear, I like to think, not only do you hear the sound of every branch in between the sky and the landing site being snapped, you also just hear. So let's see, dex save. Typical 9.
That's yeah, you hit so many branches. So many branches. You land in the water. There's an enormous splash, and I need you to make an acrobatics.
Okay. Let's see.
You feel the water moving around you with fervor.
Okay. That's a 20.
All right, there's a lot of splashing around you, but should you decide to make your way towards the shore, you're able to do that without much of it.
I would choose to do that.
Okay. All right. You make it to the shore. You're in one piece. You've not been eaten yet by anything in the water.
So you guys see a relatively tall, very well-muscled man, human, just sort of like walk out of the mud and muck and just up onto shore. Man human. And he just steps out and he's like wearing plate armor, and has like a long, like thick feathered cloak that's all soggy and covered in mud and shit now. And very specifically, one of the first things you notice, even though he's so heavily armed and armored and cloaked, no sleeves.
I'm gonna flying drop kick him back into the water.
I don't know how to handle this. What have you thrown me into?
as this person starts to walk up and as Clyde starts to attack, I'm gonna like, whoa, Clyde. Let's. This man clearly doesn't look like a threat. I think we can talk to him.
Have I? I'm assuming I have. Have I taken damage from my descent?
I'm gonna say no.
Oh, sick.
You're very, you're a sturdy boy, and I believe in you.
All right.
And that's all you'll get.
All right.
The rest of the campaign, you're not going to get anything else.
Okay. So you just flying kicking me. Okay. So it just does not beat my AC.
Bounce
so
off.
I bounce off you.
Yep.
Like clang. Hi. Is that how folks say hello down here? I'm new.
Excuse me.
That's how he says hello. So don't mind him.
Just like do I do that now? Is that how?
Yes.
I'll kill you.
Yes, that's it. That's what you do now. That is what you do. Yep.
Where did you come from?
Well, up in the short term. Up.
You fall from space?
No. I fell from 40 feet up there? I don't know. Before that, I came from the Kingdom of Dune Thrain, and my bard friend, Hansi, was supposed to do much better with that than he did. Also, just to check. You guys haven't seen Bard, like longish, blonde.
When you say
goat-
Bard, I'll point at Naoma.
Yeah, I'll point at
Like-
Naoma as well.
not like a man, blonde hair, beard, brown pants.
I'll keep pointing at Naoma.
Does he do this a lot?
Yeah, he does. Very specifically, he does that a lot.
I've heard of him, but I haven't seen him.
Little fucker. He was supposed to come with me.
The boat that Musharib is in has been like the wave created, the persistent wave created by this man falling into the water, has caused it to gently bob up and down, and he is sitting bolt upright, like even less expression on his face as there was when Naoma was explaining things to him. Just up and down.
I'm sorry, you came from where?
The Kingdom of Doonthrain, specifically Macastle, Castle Alemerith.
Does that ring? Does any of that ring any bells?
How far away is that?
That's pretty far.
You can give me a history check if you want.
15.
History?
Yeah.
Good luck. 1. I rolled a 2 and I have a -1, so it's 1.
So the name of the castle does not ring a bell, but Doonthrain as a concept is something you've read about before. It's a place distant from where you're from, and even more distant from Chult. It's kind of another continent kind of situation.
Oh, wow. Okay. Doonthrain. I've only heard about it. I've never been. That's quite a ways from here.
Yeah. That sort of explains the mistargeted entry. It's been a while since we got a map of Chult back home, and I suspect the one that we got is a little outdated. Give or take
You know where
1,000
you are?
years.
Where were you trying to wait? 1,000 years?
Pause before we go too much further. Who are you?
Oh, yeah. No, apologies. And he'll like shake out the cloak a bit and get some of the water out, and he'll like bow and he'll just be like, "Well, I am Lord Jeff Ravencloak, the Sleeveless, Lord of Castle Ilemerith, servant of King Edmund Halfred, first of his name, Lord and protector of the island of Doonthrain. Yeah, call me Jeff.
Your name is stupid.
That's pretty
no, it's,
rude.
No, it's Jeff. My name is Jeff. What's yours?
Oh, that's better. I'm Clyde.
Okay.
This is Clyde. I'm not. We'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything mean. I'm Thranton. And that's Naoma.
Nod to each of you.
This
in turn.
is-
Yeah.
This is Musharib here. You just missed Echo and Maleficus. They flew up into the sky. And I will give no further explanation of that.
direction that you were coming from. It's a long story. Don't worry about it too much.
Okay.
You should probably be dead.
Yeah. Well, I have a history of falling from great heights and being fine.
So you just fell. Have you been following us?
No, I have no idea who any of you are.
Okay.
And to answer an earlier question, where I am,
Where were you trying to go?
You're in
Well-
the jungle, baby.
You gonna die?
Initiative.
I was trying. Well, my goal is to reach the hidden city of Omu. So that
Interesting.
I can.
That's where the guy's going. Oh wait, is that where we're going? Wait, which one are we going to?
What are we doing?
And I'll look at Naoma because I'm like, what? Which city
Yeah,
are we going to?
what are we doing?
Currently, we're headed to Camp Vengeance, but we're trying to go to Omu.
And I'll look at Musharib and be like, that's not the place where you want to go, right?
No. Well, I mean, I will help you get there, but the place that I am looking to go is crap, Fort Kickass.
Fort Kickass?
Yeah.
The land of his people. What the hell is it called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Harakamar.
know.
Harakmar,
Thank you.
not Omu.
Thank you. I'm gonna
Not
like
Omu.
write that down and
Fort Kickass.
There are 4 forts.
And I'll be like, oh, so we're going to Omu.
Oh, that's crazy
Okay.
handy, because, yeah, I have no idea where I actually am. I was supposed to land... Well, I was supposed to gently arrive on my feet with a bard in Port Nyanzaru, the city.
Oh, that's way up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about a week's journey to the north,
Yeah, well,
south, north.
head start.
This
at
map
least.
is awful.
I'll take it. And he'll hold up he'll pull out a map, like a copy of a map, and the map that he has, if you compare it to the map you've got, Chult isn't even the same shape.
Oh, great.
Like it's like it could it's like Chult-esque.
Cult inspired.
Chult if a 12-year-old drew it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, hold up our map next to it and be like, yeah, yours is very outdated.
Yeah.
That would explain why he got here.
Yeah. He'll just kind of like just fold it back up, put it in a pouch.
So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you are not going to be able to make it back to the city on your own through this jungle. I mean, unless
Is it
you're
from the
incredibly
timeline?
And I'll say,
incredibly
why would we-
talented fighter.
Why would he want to go back to he wouldn't want to go back to the city. He wants to go to Omu, where we're going.
Yeah,
Because
I
he's
see.
looking for his friend who's a bard.
Well-
if the bard ended up there,
I got a sneaking suspicion that little fucker's still back home.
Doesn't sound like a very good friend. I would just abandon this guy at this point.
He is a good friend when he's literally next to you.
Oh,
Takes some coercion to get there. When he's there, he's reliable. But and the last time he teleported me somewhere was very successful. It was much better than this, but it was not distances and math and all that. But no, I see this as a head start for me, not for you guys.
Oh.
You guys obviously walked your asses out here or something.
so what's your goal? What do you? I mean, obviously you're trying to get there, but why?
Well, I was ordered by my king to come and investigate some sort of death curse situation.
That's what we're doing.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I'm in.
Well, I don't know if you're in. Slow it down. There's some
I'm gonna.
there's some physical activities we got to do. There's some hazing. There's a quiz.
There's no hazing.
Yeah.
There might
Step
be a quiz.
one, and I raise my hand up.
That one.
It's not looking good.
I'm gonna
It's not
walk
looking good,
towards
boys.
you.
It's like, what?
I'm walking towards Jeff with my hand up.
I'm gonna do an insight check. Nat 20, which means it's a 19.
Wow. Okay.
And I'll be like, oh, one of these. Yeah. Okay.
Nothing like a nat 20 with a negative modifier.
Yep.
We're saving all our nat 20s for our high fives.
Yeah, that's the important stuff.
It's true.
I'm gonna
The
pull
best high
Brenton
five.
aside and be like, I feel like we can trust him, but he might just also be dead weight. We don't know if he's even capable of holding his own down here.
Well, so he might be dead weight, but like, look at him. He's wearing. Look at that armor he's wearing. That boy's buff.
I'm gonna walk up to you guys and be like, that high five felt pretty good.
Great, thanks. All right, bye.
I'll just keep standing there.
What?
I'll look back at the notes and I'll be like, all right, so like, I mean, are we just gonna abandon this guy out in the middle of the jungle?
No.
We're not gonna turn back. We're not gonna leave this guy here. Yeah, we probably don't trust him yet, but we're not just gonna leave him. If we come up against another part, say we come up against the fiery fisty boys, we'll talk to them and send him away with them or something.
I thought Echo said it was lips.
Sounds good.
Oh, lips, right? Sorry, my bad. Yeah,
Flaming lips? Yeah.
yeah. When they show up, if we need to, if this guy isn't up to par, then we'll just be like, here's our supplies. Feel free to take our supplies, and we'll give him this man.
Wait, why are we giving him supplies?
I'll tell you when you're older.
We're not giving them supplies. It's a backup plan, just in case we run into those flaming lips guys again.
Okay. Yoshimi and the Flaming Lips.
I don't think his name was Yoshimi. I thought it was Dave?
Dave. It was Dave.
Dave?
Very strictly remember it was
Dave.
Dave.
Maybe it was
Right.
Dave Yoshimi. Maybe you overheard one of the other guys' names as Yoshimi.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I
I think it was a monk girl.
think I did
She's
see
a
one
black
at the
belt.
party. Anyways,
Yeah, we're not going to abandon this guy. I'll keep an eye on him.
I'll lean over and look at Jeff and be like, do you know how to row a boat?
I'm gonna be like, yeah, I think I can manage. Yeah.
All right, you're on that one.
So I'll walk over, and it's not like a full intimidation that I'm trying to do, but I am gonna like posture and be like, all right, buddy, here's the deal. All right, ready? Here's the situation. You're gonna come with us. We're gonna see how things go.
Mm.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye on you, so don't do anything that I don't like. Because I'll be honest, I've hurt some people. I'm not proud of it.
Like,
It's not a thing that I love, but I've hurt some people.
well, okay, I got some questions then. What don't you like?
I don't like that I've hurt people.
Okay. And I guess second
Who's
question.
hurt people?
Yeah, second question then. Like, we talking like emotionally, like,
Oh no,
you know,
physically.
like, oh, that's fine.
It's fun. Oh, okay.
Like,
Wait, why are we talking about hurting people?
I'm letting Jeff know that I'm keeping an eye on him, and if he steps out of line, I might have to smite him to death.
Oh, Yeah, I've heard people too. I usually kill them.
It's true. He put a head in a pot one time. It was fucked up.
Yeah. No, it was to disguise it.
It didn't work.
It got us through the door.
It did. It was really helpful.
I didn't tell Musharib about that. I would have left that out.
Musharib has gotten out of his boat and started walking back into the jungle.
Nope.
Fuck this.
All right. I'm gonna head out.
So I'm gonna hold out. I'm gonna hold out my big elephant paw and be like, "We got a deal."
Okay. And yeah, I will man shake that.
All right. Good.
Yep.
As you two shake hands, you smell something really good. All of you do.
All of us. Okay.
It smells like.
Means
I will tell you what it smells like because there's a table for this kind of thing. It's a flavor table, but we're gonna go with smells too because they're closely related.
It's true. You bet I handed off all the DM materials, guys.
I would expect nothing less.
It smells like plantain. We got plantain again up in here. Welcome to the plantain scent.
I'd like to use my exceptional sniffer to find where it's coming from.
Yeah, as soon as I smell it, I'm like, Thranton, where's that coming from?
And I'm like currently shaking Thranton's hand. I'm like, is that you?
And so we're shaking hands, and then my trunk, like almost on its own, is just like.
Looking for plantains.
Yeah, looking for the source.
Okay, all right. Musharib has taken kind of a defensive posture, and he's looking around in a kind of concerned fashion. I need all of you to make a wisdom save for the plantain.
Save.
Oh, also classic 5.
And you, Thranton, take it at disadvantage because you are using the sniffer to get this all in there.
What?
Yeah.
You can't use my sniffer against me. I don't like this DM. Give me the other one.
Welcome to new DM times.
So I'll take a 26 or a nat 20.
Well, I mean, that's still good. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
Which is better in that situation?
26 or a 28. It was an 18 or a 20.
Okay, all right. So you're okay. Yeah. You're just like, yeah, it's plantain. It smells pretty good. Jeff, you are like inexplicably drawn to this scent. You're like, yeah, we really gotta find where this is going from. That's what your brain's telling you. Clyde, what was your roll?
19.
Okay, you're just like, yeah, it's plantain. Yeah, it's pretty good plantain. Tom, Nama, sorry. What do you got for me? Okay, all right. You're just like, it's just plantain. But man, Jeff, you really want to find this.
Yeah, what is that delightful smell? Where's that coming from?
As Jeff starts to wander away, like we're still in mid handshake, and he just starts to like wander, and I'll be like, "Whoa, buddy, whoa, where are you going? What's the deal? What are we doing?"
Well, you smell that, right?
Well, yeah, but you can't just wander into the friggin' jungle chasing smells. We gotta get you caught up.
Yeah, there are dinosaurs out there.
Do any of them smell like plantains?
No, but they will eat you.
I mean, we don't know that they don't. We haven't sampled all of them, but I would like to.
That's true. We have eaten some.
I am a chef extraordinaire.
You're extraordinary.
Where's this bringing me?
Yeah, you are so drawn to this. Yeah. This is just, man, you really want some plantain. You go about 20 feet into the roughage of the forest. And you come to see a just like, as near as you can figure, it's a fern that you've come up to. And this seems to be the origin of the scent. It's not a plantain plant tree.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then, like, does it?
So I'm not holding his hand anymore, but I've been walking with him to sort of be like, all right, buddy, all right, okay, let's take this slow.
And I'm just going in. Like, there's no caution whatsoever. And so
Okay.
So I just like I see how big is this plant?
It is enormous.
Okay.
It is it's like 3 times your size.
Okay. I was gonna like
And
squat down and look at it, but no need. Okay.
And there are a couple of others around it too.
Sick.
What I gotta know
Mm.
is, does an 18 hit your AC?
It does not.
All right, and I assume it doesn't for you either, Frinton?
It does not.
Okay. And we will. Musharib seems to also be very attracted to this scent. And he's walking along, and you notice that these plants, suddenly their leaves become mouths, and they open and they snap at you.
Mm.
But you are able to sidestep it just in time. The third plant, when Musharib gets close enough, Musharib is lagging a little bit behind you, and he sees this happen, but he still goes towards the plant. He's still like, I gotta get that plantain. And it's just plantain time. And the plant reaches out, snaps at him, fully engulfs him like a Venus flytrap would.
Oh,
And he sticks his head out and just looks content about this. I need y'all to roll initiative.
Content? Oh god.
My first thought. Oh, good. Nice.
So,
6. My first thought is like, do we need him, right?
We
I'm
need him.
yelling like, threaten, pull him out.
Jeff, you are next to me, so you get +4 to your initiative. I don't think anybody else is within 10 feet.
Sick.
No,
So
I would have been
makes-
back a little bit.
So that makes me a 10.
Is it +4? +5, I'm sorry.
Ooh, 11.
So I am a 23.
Okay.
Mod 20.
Does it affect me too? I just want to make sure it affects me too.
What did Naoma get?
11.
Yep. And these dudes. All right. Welcome to initiative.
Yes, yes.
These guys are going to strike again. They're going to go for the closest to them. One of them's going to chomp at what's his name? Jeff, the new guy. One of them's going to chomp at Jeff, and the other one's going to chomp at Thranton.
Okay.
We got Jeff. Does a 22 hit?
A 22 does.
All right, you're engulfed by this thing. It just reaches out and envelops you. It's like a warm embrace, and you're getting your plantain needs in here are fulfilled.
That's not. Well, all right.
You are blinded and restrained.
Okay.
Is this an attack? This is an attack that's happening. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It's
Okay.
a weapon attack technically.
I would like to use my fighting style intercept since Jeff is standing right next to me. I obviously can't stop the grab, but I'd like to reduce the damage by 1d10 plus 5. So if there's any damage associated with it,
That is a good call.
reduce it by 9 damage.
Okay. All right. So I will have to put a pin in that for the start of Jeff's turn because that's when that part resolves. So remind me if I forget.
Okay.
Thranton, I got an attack for you, just for you. Oh, this dice hates me so much. It misses. It whiffs again. It just goes like in another direction. It's almost like it wasn't even going for you. It's not even really. Its heart's not in it.
It's the intercept that I sort of dodged out of the way as it was coming at me.
Yes, it was a beautiful flourish, and you did not get enveloped by this plant that is somehow bigger than even you. Like, it's bigger than an elephant. How?
I'm a big boy.
So much plant. All right, and that will bring us to Threnton's turn. What are you gonna do about this?
So both Musharib is in it, like butt down, face out, and he looks happy about it.
He looked happy about it at first, but now he kind of looks like he's like a little concerned. It's like he's coming around.
Okay.
He's like, there are no plantains in here.
And is Jeff head first or?
He said, his feet are out.
Feety out kicking. Okay.
Yeah. It's just, yep.
Love it.
All right. Or read a spell that I've never used before real fast. Okay. I am going to, centered on me and on this little spot where, how many plantain plants are there?
There are 3 that you can see.
3 that I can see. Okay, 3 that have interacted. 2 that seem to be full and 1 that is not. Okay. Centered on the center plantain then, just so I can make sure that I get all of them. I'm going to cast Moonbeam at 4th level.
Ooh.
So it will put down a silvery beam of pale light in a 5-foot radius, 40 foot high, and just dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell's area or starts there, it's engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a Constitution save.
Okay.
And it takes damage on a save, half damage on a save. If they happen to be shape changers of some kind, they would make a disadvantaged saving throw. And if it fails, it would go back to its original form. I can move it around if I want to, but otherwise it is just going to crack them for damage. So when a creature
what's the radius of Moonbeam?
It's a 5-foot radius. So can I hit one of them, or can I center it to hit all 3 of them?
It'll just hit one of them.
One of them. Okay.
They take about the same space that you do.
Okay. So I'm going to start it on the one that grabbed Musharib because I have more pressing needs for this man. So I'll start with that one.
Okay.
All right. And so it must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It does that. So it does that when it starts its turn there or ends its turn there? Is that how that goes?
When a creature enters the spell area for the first time, or starts a turn there. So
okay, I'm trying to remember that wording. We talked about this, and then I'm just we're just gonna roll for damage. We're not gonna roll for damage. We're gonna roll for save. What's the save again? I'm sorry.
15.
All right. That's a 12. It's not gonna hit. Not gonna do it. It doesn't do it.
So it's going to take the full damage, which will be 4d10 radiant damage.
Okay.
Splort.
Moonbeam.
So it's only 12, because that's a 1, a 3, a 1, and a 7.
Okay. It's still up, but it looks like it might not recommend the experience. It the leaves unfurl and it hisses.
And so then a bonus action. So that requires my concentration, so I'm not going to do anything else that requires concentration. I'll just hold a reaction at that point, and I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Good. That will bring us to Clyde. What do you do, Clyde? You're a little behind. You're probably about 15 feet out from the fray, I'll say.
And the thing that's attacking us are these plants?
Yeah,
Okay.
big old plants.
Is there a visible head?
There is. So you observed when Mushrib and you observed that when Mushrib and Jeff got eaten, that there's definitely like, yeah, it's like a Venus flytrap. There's a head-like leaf configuration with toofs.
It's got tooths.
It's got toofs.
Okay. I'm going to attack the thing with toofs.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and kill it. Surprise. So I'll pull out the Jade Splitter.
So which one are you attacking? We've got one with a Jeff, one with Mushrib that is currently engaged by Thranton, and one that's just flopping around on its own, can't really figure out what to do with its life.
I'll probably attack the one that's attacking Musharib.
Okay.
And I get an 18 to hit.
That is gonna be a hit.
Cool. So can I do a thing? Sneak attacks. Am I allowed to do that?
What? Sneak attack? Yes. Because I'll say that you can kind of like sneak through the vegetation and get that kind of flank on it because it's already currently very focused on Thranton.
Okay. So it's going to be 8 plus this. This computer takes a while to throw the dice.
You do a computer.
So 20 damage.
Oof! It doesn't like that. It's still up.
Good. All right, then I'll keep a swinging with this time Scimitar. Billy in the left hand.
Billy in the left.
It's gonna be a 23 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
Tasty.
Oh, and this is my bonus one.
Yeah,
This
give
is
me
my Dread Ambusher one.
just for kicks. Give me a Dex too. Roll
What's
your
that?
damage. Roll your damage, and then give me a Dex roll.
Roll my dex and then a damage roll.
Well, either
Either or, yeah. Yep. Roll damage, then give me Dex.
Wait. Roll damage and then give you a dex.
just do both.
Okay.
Do both.
Okay.
The order doesn't matter.
Okay, sorry, my internet is
Gotcha.
getting really choppy.
That's okay.
So I got a 20 on my dex check. My damage is a D8 plus. I think my fucking thing is in the way. Oh, it takes an extra 1d8. All right, so this plus a d8. Yay. 15?
15 will. Oh, it's already hit. That's the damage. Okay, 15 would hit if that was your attack roll, but it's not. It's a damage roll. So what happens to this thing is that it just withers. You are able to hit it in a way that does not strike Musharib. You lob in typical Clyde fashion. How do you actually? Yeah, you know, what does a typical Clyde fashion look like? I should make that call for you.
I kind of swing for the neck, or the thing that resembles a neck.
The stem, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. You swing at the splintery stem, and it goes everywhere like bamboo. And Mushrib falls to the ground in this tiny pod of plant hate. Excellent. Is that the end of your turn?
Is there anything else close enough for me to attack?
They're grouped fairly closely. There's probably 10 feet between them.
Yeah, I'll move to another one and just attack. I got 2 more attacks, so
Okay, which one? The one that Jeff's in, or the one that doesn't have anything going on?
I'll flank the one that's already attacking someone else.
Okay. I don't know. So the one that has Jeff enveloped, I would say, is not prone. It's not prone to the flanking to your sneak attack because it's got Jeff handled. It doesn't. It's kind of going in for the crunch, but there's not really a showdown going on there.
Okay, I can't sneak attack it right now anyway because I've already done that once per turn.
Ah, okay.
So just swing my Jade Splitter.
All right.
Haha. It's 22 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Damage. 10.
Okay.
And then I got 1 more attack.
It recoils.
So I'll strike with
past
Billy.
Jeff.
Another 22 to hit.
You're consistent. All right, good.
And I'll get an 11 to damage.
Very good. It's still up. It reels back and swings its terrible head around with Jeff in there like a flail. Like a sock full of quarters. Right over your head. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Turn complete. All right, that will bring us to Naoma.
Right. So Clyde, I see Clyde take one out and almost take the second one out. And there's a third one that is threatening Thranton.
No, the one that Thranton squared off against was taken out by Clyde.
Oh, okay. So there's a third one though.
There's the third one, just flailing around trying to find something to do a bite to.
All right. Yeah, I'm sort of, I raise my harp up and strum a chord and then cast Blight on it.
Oh shit. All right.
So it needs to make a con save with disadvantage because it's
Blight,
a plant.
plants hate it.
Is it
it's...
a non-magical plant?
Oh, let me see.
It's a creature, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. It just makes it with disadvantage.
Just regular disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it's a 4.
Yeah. So it fails and it takes max damage, which is 8d8. So 64 points of damage.
Which one was this again?
It takes max damage.
If it's a plant, it just takes max damage.
Good lord.
Yeah. Blade is the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the one that hadn't been attacked yet.
Okay.
That was kind of like flailing around looking for someone. It's just like I don't want to deal with the third one of you.
It explodes. You play this chord and you just send this. It's a salad in the sky.
And then that's my turn. I don't have anything else I can do.
Salad in the sky. Okay.
Oh, after I do that, I'm like, oh, I thought you had freed him already.
Jeff, you were restrained by a plant.
Okay.
What are you gonna do next?
Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna cast Burning Hands from inside here.
That's a somatic component?
It is a somatic component. I do have the war because I'm an Eldritch Knight. So I have the Warcaster, and I also took the Warcaster feat, so I can cast with my hands full, effectively.
You're strange, though. I'll let you do it.
I mean, all I gotta do is this.
Yeah, do it.
So I'll cast. I'm just gonna I'll blow a second level slot on this. I'll cast it at second level. So it needs to make a dexterity save from inside itself.
Huh. Like, I think that would be hard. That's like a disadvantage thing. We did pretty good though. We got a 12.
Okay, doesn't beat it. So
The inside's dodge.
So just moves out of the way. All right, so that is 14 fire damage from the inside.
It doesn't like that. That's kind of spicy.
Heartburn.
So you start everybody outside, so they see that Jeff is in there, and you see his feet kicking, and you see smoke puff out, like the plant burps. Jeff, you're still in there though, and that's the fire is happening. I need you to try to make a dex save at disadvantage.
Okay.
I think Jeff's on fire. I think our new friend's on fire.
Not the first time. It's fine. 4.
Maybe that's the thing he normally does.
All right, we're gonna.
It's
All right.
it's 4d6 for burning hands at that level, if that's information you need.
It's only does 40.
Okay.
What?
And it will actually.
There's like plant goo. Like you expel the fire from your hands, and the plant goo seems to absorb it, but not before some of it burns you.
I will actually. You guys can't see it, but I will actually reduce that damage a little.
Wow, rude. Okay. All right.
It is not the first time Jeff has been set on fire.
All right. What else you got, Jeff?
Okay, so let's see. Can I? Oh, let's see. I already cast a spell. I am going to. You know what? Why not? Just because we're here. I'm gonna action surge.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go ahead and I'm still restrained. So can I break out my sword or anything? Or well, I can try and escape from it, I guess. Yeah,
Give me a strength save if you want to just try to get out of this guy, or a strength roll. Actually, wait, it is a save. That's right.
It is a save.
Sorry.
So, yeah, so I'll go. Yeah, I'll just try and bust my way out of this thing. With a strength save. Oh hell yeah, 28.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you get out of there.
So I just kind of like Venus flytrap, like with the legs and the arms, just kind of like cartoon push it open. And yeah, like everything is black and charred in here.
A plume of smoke. Additional smoke comes out as you do that.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of like roll my way out of it.
The plant hisses and slumps, but persists.
And yeah, does that strength check take up my whole action, or does it take up a slot of an attack?
I'd say it's half your move action. I think that's how that goes. That's how that's gonna go right now.
Okay, love it. So I will then take out my sword, and I will just start hacking at this thing that I just crawled out of. So first attack is a 15.
A 15 will hit.
Okay.
Nice, no.
And so that's going to be 7 damage.
It's just rude. Still up.
Okay, second attack. Even better, 27. So.
That one doesn't hit.
Damn it.
He says no scrubs.
It doesn't have an AC. It's got a window.
He's got progressive AC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Health goes down,
Flare
AC
action.
goes up.
Yep. That's a great idea. So second slash is an 11 for damage.
That is. It's gonna take it because it's damaged.
Cool.
And actually, that is sufficient to take it out. This plant's dead. It burps another ball of smoke. It smells like barbecue plantain. Like if like you probably hate plantain now, but if you didn't, like it's a good smell. And with that, it falls to the ground. What's your final blow?
I guess I got one more attack, so I'll just slash at it again with a 24 and just keep slicing it for a minute. And
Fence it.
and yeah, he's definitely like he's the armor and the cloak and stuff has definitely taken some singeing from the burning hands from inside the plant, but like his skin and hair and everything is fine. Realistically, like he doesn't show any signs of burns or anything like that. And I'll just look at everybody else, like still just kind of swinging at the plant matter. So it's like, now what do we do? I will try to not do that again.
Can I get a round of perception checks?
I'm sniffing.
Okay.
I'm sniffing to see if there are still more.
Okay.
9.
right.
18.
18.
Thornton, with your nose, you smell a kind of like it's one of those organic smells that's kind of rich and grassy. And that seems to be wafting in increasing intensity. Clyde, what did you get?
17.
So perceptive. And Jeff?
18.
All right. Okay, so Naoma, you don't quite detect anything that's off. You're kind of taking in this scene of these plants that tried to eat y'all. Musharib's ears have like he seems like he's heard something, and he's looking to the north. And Clyde and Jeff, you start to hear what sounds like a rumble at first and then escalates to a buzzing sound. And
something's buzzing.
Musharib suddenly tenses up and says, "We gotta find cover." And he breaks for he actually, like, one of the more intact plants, he kind of crawls into it like a sleeping bag and balls himself up. The buzzing gets louder.
What?
No idea.
I guess.
So
stealth.
I'm gonna book it to the tree line, I guess.
I'm still we're still sort of in initiative, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
25.
We're making initiative for a moment, but it'll come back.
Okay. I'm still concentrating on Moonbeam.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna stay where I am and center Moonbeam on me.
Excellent. Okay.
So if anything comes to me, they'll get burnt.
All right.
And I'll be like, Naoma, stay with me. I'll try to get Naoma to stay.
All right, yeah, I'll run over next to Thranton.
Bask in Thranton's holy glow.
Yeah, do I take damage from the Moonbeam, or is it just enemies?
So you wouldn't be in my 5-foot space. You would just be right next to me.
Unless I moved into your space? Like, is it 5 feet around you?
It is a 5-foot radius.
Are you going to climb on top of Thranton? Just sit on his head?
It is a 5-foot radius, and it says when a creature enters the spell's area. So
5-foot radius would be 5 feet around you.
Oh.
So it'd be like a 3x3 on a grid.
So
I really wanted to see some dice stacking.
So yeah, you could get in the Moonbeam if you really wanted.
Yeah, but I think you would take damage because I don't have a choice of who takes it. I think I would take
How is it
well,
worded? It's just creatures who...
when a creature enters the spell's area.
Okay, yep. Yeah, that will target anybody.
Including
Okay.
myself?
Well, I thought
No.
Moonbeam had another thing to it. Anyway, Jeff is just gonna hide behind a tree and think that that means cover.
All right, so standing where we are, I guess I am going to cast.
That's right. It doesn't have another thing. Okay.
Where is it? Did I not prepare it? Did I really not prepare it?
Okay, so yeah, actually, Threatened Moonbeam will damage you.
Okay. Yeah, so
So you have the opportunity to go in there and like get a static kind of like feeling and just go, ouch! And then decide what you do from there.
okay, maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll get my back to a tree and then I'll put this like in front of me and I'll still have Naoma come to me. So
Okay.
that way if anything comes at us, we'll do it that way.
All right.
Yeah, I apparently didn't prepare a spell that I thought I had, so I'm going to prepare. Where did it go? Not Spirit Guardians. I just saw it. Why do I have too many spells? Guardian of Faith. Sort of like right on top of where Thranton and I are.
Okay.
And you see like a large spectral like night warrior is just like hovering over us.
Okay. Clyde, what are you doing?
What?
The buzzing's getting louder. What is Clyde doing?
I'm hiding in the vegetation.
Okay.
Stealth.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
I rolled a 25 earlier.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Stealth checks are just like, you just kind of like, you got to do them, but Clyde's going to pass them, but it's just, great. Okay. So yeah, you disappear into the foliage. Jeff is under a tree.
Yep.
You could roll a 1. It's true.
Yeah.
And Threaten and Naoma are positioned behind these various holy bright shielding implements. The buzzing gets louder and louder and louder. It starts to feel like it's inside your own heads. And suddenly whatever amount of light is trickling through the canopy gets blotted out entirely. And you hear the flapping of tiny wings, the buzzing of bugs. You feel them like bouncing off of you. It's for Jeff, it's like the worst motorcycle ride ever. You run into all the June bugs.
Oh no.
It's just like you probably you realize that you're on the wrong side of the trunk of the tree. Maybe it would behoove you to move around a little bit.
Just kind of like shuffle my way around.
You're all engulfed by this. And that's where I'm going to leave you until the next time we play.
Oh my god.
I'm really starting
Wait,
to
what?
think we should have taken cover.
We're fine.
I took cover.
Welcome to the darkness. I'm your DM now. Thank you for letting me run the game, even though most of you had no say in this. Thanks.
You're welcome.
That's our game for this week. So this is cool. We're changing things up a little bit. I'm running the game now.
Look at me.
Look at
I'm
me.
the DM now. Wish everybody else luck as I go on this endeavor of turning it into an art game, which is going to be fun. And
Sure.
I believe we're playing next week, are we? Hopefully.
As far as I'm aware.
Yes, we're just not doing 5-hit lists.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Well, no, we're not doing. Yeah. No. No, we would be doing 5-hit list this week,
Correct.
but I can't. So yeah, so we're
But you
skipping
won't.
5-hit list this week. But yeah, we should be back Monday night next week, ready to go.
All right. Okay.
Sweet.
So yeah, Monday night next week, catch us for more Dungeons and Dragons with me as your new dungeon master and new friend Jeff and all of your classic friends that you've come to know and love. Thank you very much. Don't forget to shop at the place that does the things, Gemhammer Gaming. You can get things from them that are really cool, like the deck of even more things. So many things. And you can get it on sale, kind of like when you use our discount code. It's a thing. Use code PowerWordCasual to save 10% on your order.
It's true. It's a good
Yeah.
thing. It's a good thing you should.
Brian's
do it.
eyes compel you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
let's
make
get
some
out of
sweet
here
stuff.
before Brian makes us any weirder.
He's gonna eat his camera. All right, that's it. Thanks,
That's it.
everybody. Thank you for
Good
tuning
night.
in. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.